right, it looks like we have a quorum tonight. We're going to start the council meeting January 10th, City of Highland, 2023. Want to do roll call, Mary Ruth?
Okay. Mary Jo Morris.
Present.
Dennis Burton.
Here.
Kenneth Massey.
Here.
Randy Hutchison.
Here.
Ty Casey. William Thompson.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, welcome guests. Thank you everybody for being here. Department heads, if y'all stand, we'll do the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, yep. Now we'll take a moment of silence. Thank you.
I have a motion, we approve the agenda of January 10th and the minutes of December 13th and 27th. I second that.
All in favor?
No, we call Rose first.
Oh, help me out. Let's-
Mary Jo Morris.
Yes, ma'am.
Randy Hutchison.
Yes, ma'am.
Dennis Burton.
Yes, ma'am.
Ty Casey. Here. Kenneth Massey.
Yes, ma'am.
And William Thompson.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to move on to the reports. City Attorney, John?
Oh, you have my report?
Okay, I will.
Everybody has John's report. So I just put it part of reports on the agenda.
Has everybody looked through it? Do I need to read it?
Nope.
Okay, moving on. Fire Department.
For the month of December, our calls picked up a little bit. Not much. We had a total of 14. 11 of them were inside the city limits. 2 were outside the city limits. We did have a structure fire. We've been having really good turnouts for any of our calls. Don't have any complaints. We've got a couple big purchase orders. We've got our radios, and we ordered some gear. That's coming out of the $60,000 that the county gave us. So it's not necessarily coming out of the city money. Y'all got any questions? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Steve?
We had 87 dispatches, we have 29 citations, we had 5 accidents, 4 animal complaints, 14 cases, 4 of them were felony, and a total of 7 arrests. So it's a pretty busy month again, yeah.
Yeah, that was a busy month. That was a good month.
Good Lord.
Thank you, guys. Dave, Street Department?
Well, we haven't got a whole lot of grading done. It's been so dry and everything. Those roads are so hard. And then it started raining again. We have been chipping and cutting a lot of brush. We've had the community service people out there, and they've been clearing back a lot of roads for us and helping us out. But we've been having to go behind them, chip it, and all that. That's about all of that. Sewer calls, we had 24 sewer calls last month. Of course, a lot of them were cold weather switches that we've had to turn off. We're still having a real hard time getting any parts at all. We've had switches ordered for 2.5 weeks now and still haven't seen any. He called me today and said that he's going to get us some more in, but we've been just robbing here and there to try to keep everything going. Other than that, that's about all I got. Unless y'all got any questions.
Sir.
Thanks.
I'm going to add something to that real quick, just so you guys know. I know Mayor Truitt at the December meeting had mentioned we were working on getting the Bobcat track skid steer ordered. Anyway, I've followed up on that a little bit and been in contact with Randy Davis from Huggin Hall in Jonesboro, which is where we had started the process at. He stopped in the other day. He said he may have one on his lot exactly like we're needing. If not, though, we should have it, he said, in the next few weeks. So I think Dave and the guys are fixing to get their hands on that. So they said the broom would be a little bit later, but we're going to go ahead and get the machine, and then we'll pick the broom up when it comes in. So anyway, I just thought I'd let you guys know about that before we move on. Planning and zoning.
We met last week and Rick Adams came. I know we've got an ordinance that we passed that we don't want trailers to move in that are more than 10 years old. But he's got the 1998 that's coming from Mitchell's in Searcy. And it's up to spec, up to par. It's a very nice trailer. Looks good, and he's going to remove the house that he's living in now and put this in place of that. We did give him a variance so he could move in an older trailer. It's a 1998 model, but it looks very good.
Looks like brand
And it'll be a huge improvement for his family.
Where's this going in at?
It's on George Jackson down in FM 101 down toward the end.
Did he get back with y'all, Kenneth, on the wiring and stuff like
Not-
that?
He did send me stuff that said it is wired copper.
Okay,
And
so
so,
that's good.
yeah,
Okay. Got anything else?
that's it.
Okay. Move on to the airport. I have appointed Chris Clem up here at the Highland Assembly of God on our airport board. He's a private pilot. I thought that would be an asset to the city. We have, what is it, $5,000 we give to the airport every year. So anyway, I need somebody there that knows more, obviously, about aviation than I do to make sure that our interest is being spent well. At the meeting, basically, you can read through real fast. They're replacing the main hangars LED lights. Pretty much going to pay for themselves over a period of time, which it'll tell you about there, but it qualifies for the CARE Act funds. That was approved. Installation of a new grass runway. That also qualifies for the CARES Act funds. That was approved. Their reasoning for that was for rear wheel aircraft. It's got the rear wheel on it. They tend to need to land on grass and get more traffic into the airport, sell more fuel, and so on. Per FFA, they had to move their windsocks, which obviously that was approved. To motion to relocate the windsocks. They're switching from Fidelity landline to Verizon cell phone service. I think that's going to end up giving the manager to receive, and he'll basically have a cell phone. That was approved. And they're recommending on airport manager's compensation to be minimum wage of $11 an hour based on 100 hours a month. That motion was approved to compensate his increase. So that pretty much wraps up the airport. Anybody got anything? Tri-County. Looks like I was not at this meeting. I will be at the one next week. Basically showing they had an income this month for $14,095.80. Ended up with a final balance after expenses of $14,148.29. Left them with a ending balance of $16,477.13. Looks like they agreed to pay $1,500 on the loan owed to FNBC in January. It was seconded and passed, and then the manager's report's under that if you care to look at it. Unfinished business, we have
Are
none.
you skipping me?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Be all right with me?
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I wouldn't dare, Mary.
I was getting excited.
Recorder and treasurer reports.
I was getting excited. Well, we have $549,591.06 total in general fund monies, we're down about 16,000. I don't know why, but we paid something out. That's terrible. Street has 61,773.74. Of that, 49,000 of that is in our street aid monies. Our American Rescue Fund has 64,000. We're using that money to buy new sewer sewer, whatever Dave needs, pumps and stuff. And so we're using that money like that, so. Our sales tax account has 173,000 in it, plus almost 74. So all total, we have 954,295.09 in total revenues. Our sales tax for the year, collections for the year, is up 50,773.97 from the previous year, and which is good. And actually last month, which would have been October, we was up $12,000 from the previous year, excuse me. The county tax, let's see what the county tax is. It's low. Well, if you look at your totals, it's up around $10,000 from the county sales tax from the previous year. And it's just good. I have, just for your information, by your desk, I have amended the 2022 budget. So they're line item budgeted. So I amended it. So you see a lot of minuses. Well, of course, on revenue, that's a good thing. If it's out of budget on revenue, it's good. Administration was the only one of all our departments that, and I don't know why, but we had a lot of higher expenses on vehicle, and just a little bit, our expenses were higher. So we really need to amend it because well, that's true too. But got any questions? I can answer or look it up.
No questions for Miss Mary?
No, ma'am.
All right. Doesn't show to be any unfinished business. Moving on to new business. R23-05, authorizing the mayor to execute documents. That's going to be in the resolution in your packet. Long story short, Mary, correct me if I'm wrong on this. This is basically where I can reapply for the grant money to improve our sewer system.
You're not well, yeah. Why?
Or to sign.
Wayne Minley we have applied for this grant, and now we can reapply. So this resolution here will allow, if it allows us to get the mayor to sign off on a contract or whatever it is, that's what this resolution for. But we have to have it to go with the application for Wayne Minley. So, and it has, I don't know when it's due. It's due at the end of the month or in 1st of February. But we need that resolution passed.
Well, I make a motion, we pass resolution 2023-05.
All right,
Second.
let me get to my old cheat sheet. Dennis Burton,
Yes.
Ty Casey, Ian Johns.
Yes.
You're not here. You're not here. You get to vote, and you're not going to count. All right, Kenneth Massey,
Yes.
William Thompson.
Yes, ma'am.
Mary Jo Morris. Randy Hutchison.
Yes.
Okay, moving on, R 23-06. I believe that's gonna be that special meeting. Mayor
No,
Tr-
this,
that's
this
not-
is, this right here is amending the 2022 budget. And all it did was, I just put whatever was out, whatever it was, that's what we amended it to. And I'm still dealing with how much ending cash balance we have. Cause I can't, according to my figures here, at the end of 22, it shows that we should have ending cash balance, this is just the general fund, 683,000. I don't really know if that's, I take this and this, so I'm gonna make sure, when I get into 23, I'll see if I come with that. But what's messing me up, it's the ARPA money. And I think the ARPA money is, I've got it places and I'm not showing it quite right here, which I might have to add, but anyway, but that's real close. But what all this is just, it's gonna be a balanced budget, it's gonna be line item, we budgeted X amount of dollars and we spent X amount of dollars. But all said and done, we should have ended up close to over $600,000 on that. So we need a motion to approve to amend this budget.
I'll make a motion, we pass resolution 2023-06, amended budget of R22-02 and R22-09 and R22-10 for the city of Highland, Arkansas.
Second?
All right. Kenneth Massey,
Yes.
William Thompson,
Yes, ma'am.
Mary Jo Morris, Randy Hutchison,
Yes, ma'am.
Dennis Burton.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that, on the 27th, that was at 23-04.
Right.
Okay. Calendar and announcements. It's-
We need to address the
The
vacant
vacancies.
vacancies is what we need to do, and let John explain.
Yeah. John, you want to explain?
Sure. You guys have two vacancies for various reasons. You have the resignation letters. So tonight, you recognize the vacancies, and you can fill it your next regularly scheduled meeting. Obviously, the people have to live within the wards, but that's pretty much the only requirement.
So we can't replace it, then we wait till.
Now,
the
you have to wait,
meeting's done?
you have to acknowledge in this meeting, replace in the next meeting.
Okay.
Any questions?
What, do we do that in form of a motion, or?
Yeah, the next meeting, you'd say, I nominate so-and-so to fill.
But tonight, they need to make a motion to declare them, or just,
No, they just have to recognize it in the minutes.
okay, I'll do that. And you do have one other person that's interested, and that's Susan Adams. I'm just throwing that in for, she lives in that ward. That's just,
She lives in this ward, and she's interested in getting into the fire and
yes, she is. But I just thought I'd put that out there. She's, you know, so if there's somebody else you guys want, whatever. But Susan's interested, and that's why she's here tonight. And of course, Turk, you know, he's interested.
in his own position.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very good.
So it'll be on the new business, yeah.
I see that we recognize these two vacancies and be ready to appoint next meeting.
All righty, all right, now you could continue.
Thank you all.
Calendar and announcements. Winter conference starts tomorrow. Will be over Friday. Mary Ruth and I will be down there the rest of the week. Close Monday, January 16th, Martin Luther King Day. Tuesday, February 7th, planning and zoning meeting at 6 o'clock. Tuesday, February 14th, next council meeting. Millage election, February 14th. Up here,
What are
we'll,
we gonna do on that?
The vote is with the fire station.
fire station, yeah.
Yeah, fire station, now Jasmine will run the meeting. I'll come up here and swear, I can break away there if they can't be that busy at 6 and swear in the new council people.
Okay.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Because I gotta make sure I get a hold of, Ty had a death in his family, so he's at a funeral.
Monday, February 20th, I'm assuming closed for President's Day. You left,
And my
you left
birthday.
closed out on there, man?
Oh, my God.
Closed for President's Day, February 20th. And that pretty much sums it up.
Make a motion next term.
Guys haven't even earned your money today.
Well, we came an extra time though.
Okay.
Quick and painless.
Second.
Who made the motion?
Thank you,
Mary
Mr.
Jo?
Burt.
Mary Jo.
All right.
She's ready to get out of here.